Gambia's former vice president, Fatoumata Tambajang, has said that to get accountability and social cohesion in a nation, women should be given more chance in governance. Tambajang disclosed this on Thursday at a policy dialogue organized by the Center for Democracy and Development with the theme 20 Years of Democracy in Nigeria. She further stressed that for Nigeria to move to greater heights, women and youth should be empowered, noting that the issue of gender inequality in leadership is a peculiar issue to almost all African nations.
If you want accountability, you want compassion, you want social cohesion, you want to have people to really be happy in being citizens in their country, then you have to have a woman's face. If you empower women, you empower young people, then I think Nigeria will move. We have a challenge. It's all Africa. It's not only Nigeria. I am staying, working, still working, and I told them, I think they are stuck with me. I will continue to work. I will continue to mobilize every citizen in the Gambia to the extent that everyone would understand and appreciate that without leaving half of the sky, which are women and young people, out of governance is like not loving your country or not loving humanity. Thank you so much.
While giving the welcome address at the event, Africa Director of MacArthur Foundation, Kole Shetima, on behalf of the Executive Director of Center for Democracy and Development, Idiat Hassan, pointed that the quality of policies would probably be better if more women are in governance, adding that the recent experience of the rejected gender bills by the National Assembly illustrates why more women are needed in the parliament.
One of the demonstrations as to why we need women in our political leadership is the response to the COVID-19 pandemic throughout the world. You will notice that the countries that really perform better in terms of responding to the COVID are the countries that were led by women. Whereas the major countries of the world, with all their resources, like the British and like Britain and the United States, perform poorly in turn on account of how they responded to the pandemic. So that is just one minor indicator as to why we need more women in political position for them to be able to play a major role in our political system. So apart from the fact that this is a right issue, apart from the fact that this is a human right issue and a gender right issue, is also the fact that the quality of policies are probably more likely to be better if we have more women in our political positions and other things. I think that the recent experience of what we had in what people call the 5 gender bills is on an illustration as to why we need more women in our parliaments so that they can be the best advocates for what we all believe in and what we stand for.
The President Women in Politics Forum, Nigeria, Ebere Ifendu, who was a panelist at the event, noted that Nigeria is going through a lot of issues like terrorism and banditry because women are not involved in governance to complement the efforts of men. She also stressed that moving forward as women, after the rejected gender bills by the National Assembly, Nigerian women are deploying strategies to penetrate the grassroots to earn support ahead of the 2023 general election.
I want to say at this point that this situation is looking, more difficult and more complex than what it used to be. We all had hopes that the National Assembly would have come up, with the passing of bills that will give us affirmative action, compelling political parties, and of course, when that is in the Constitution, INEC on their part will insist that the list of candidates will have a certain percentage of women. But that is not happening now. We also thought the judgment would have come yesterday. We were all optimistic that it would have been in our favor, and that would have collapsed whatever damage we experienced from the National Assembly.
Recall that earlier in March, the National Assembly voted against 5 constitutions bills that supported women on citizenship, 111 seats for women at the federal parliament, 35% affirmative action for women in political party leadership, and more appointive position for women. The action pushed Nigerian women to hold series of protests at the National Assembly gates for reconsideration of the bills. The protests were, however, suspended following a promise by the House of Representatives to look into the said bills. The event also witnessed the launch of a 3-report series titled Getting Women Elected: Challenges and Opportunities, compiled by Center for Democracy and Development.